What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports and a podcast for the fans, by the fans. I am your host, Chris, and today we are talking about Kevin Durant. Who won in this situation? NFC, AFC, who's going to win those divisions? And, America's favorite game. Who's that baller? Next on I Said It Sports. Subscribe. Please subscribe. What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. Again, I'm your host, Chris, and I got the fellas with me today. What up, y'all?
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just chilling, getting this fantasy together. So, guys and girls, if you want to be a part of our fantasy group, we actually have a fantasy group. We are drafting this Sunday. I'm actually going to barbecue, my boys gonna bring the fams if they want to, or whatever situation they got. My brother gotta go to work. He comes straight from the job, to get some food. You know what I'm saying? So, but if y'all want to be jumping into this fantasy, it is a $25 buy-in. We are not rich, so we ain't doing 50 or 100. So it's 25. All right. So if you're gonna jump in, let me know by at least Saturday. Let me know by this Saturday because our draft is Sunday and we do not play no games. All right. If y'all want to be part of the fantasy, please hit me up. Be down in the comments. Let us know, like, hey, I want to be part of y'all fantasy. Cool. I'll throw you on the text chain. We in there. You know what I'm saying? You just pay your 25. You'll send it to me, and I'll hold on to it. All the past winners have gotten all their money. All of it. Okay? So, today, y'all know what we talking about. We got to talk about KD. It just came down today that my man said he ain't going nowhere. He done talked to the guys and they met up in LA and, they ain't going nowhere. And
KD didn't say nothing. That was Sean Marks.
Sean Marks. Come on. He said they met. Basically, they told that nigga, you ain't going nowhere. We ain't trading you. It is what it is. I don't care how you feel about it. And KD ain't got no choice but to go. So, what the hell else is he going to do? So, Sandbag it. He could. But I don't think he's going to do that. So, the question is, who won in this situation? We were talking on the text. Darius, man, what you thinking, man? Who won in this situation? Because for me, I definitely think it's the Nets.
Shit, of course the Nets won, man. Like, this was like inevitable. Like, these dudes, from what I've seen, the Nets was out here like, hey, yeah, we gonna need your best player, your second best player, and I'm gonna need some secondary players, and I'm gonna need the next 5 first-round niggas that you think is gonna be the best player. Which nobody ain't giving up for KD at this stage in his career. Don't get me wrong, KD is still top tier talent, probably top 3 in the NBA right now, but 34-year-old, possibly borderline injury prone, like
possibly
borderline.
He's had some injury issues.
I say he's injury prone at this point.
It ain't no guarantee like, if KD come to your team, they going to the finals or they going to the conference championship. That is not how people feel about him. So, but I think the Nets won for sure. I think they won.
I agree. I agree with you on all fronts. We've had this conversation before. I've definitely said it's not like he get on your team and you like, we going to the finals.
Yep.
Ain't nobody in the history of basketball that never said those things, except for probably one person. But Brianna. But other than that, ain't nobody else said they going to the finals because they got KD. He ain't been that kind of guy. So, Blair, who you think won this, man?
The whole it's the question is, can they actually put it together for a season. Like, can they really put all this behind them and win? And I have no idea about that question. I think they can. It's possible, man. I'm not 100%. But what they are, here's hoping. Because everything kind of pins on that. My bad. Yeah. Everything kind of pins on that one, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that part too. Sean, do you have anything to say about this nigga? I know you don't want to talk about this nigga. I'ma just throw it to you like that. Do you have anything to say about KD? You ain't got shit to say. All right, we gonna put a pin in it and call it a day with KD. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because we don't give a fuck about KD. Okay, it's football time.
Lord.
It is football time. Okay,
I'm gonna cut y'all out.
what? I know she is, but I don't give a good goddamn because whoever you need to cuss out. Really the flip. But we gotta predict, we gotta give you guys who we think is gonna be the champions of the AFC and NFC West. Go ahead, Sean. What you gonna start out, the West or with the South?
Yeah. So NFC West, I got San Francisco 49ers.
That's what you get.
A lot of value.
Good job, my dude.
Be AFC. I'm gonna stick with the basics and go with. There ain't no surprise. I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I think they might have a few bumps in the road. You know, they might split with Denver. They might split with LA. But other than that, I think they're gonna win that joint. Sweet and simple. But yeah, I think Trey gonna have a good year this year. If they really
AFC West?
AFC and NFC West.
NFC West. Okay.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my NFC and AFC West.
To piggyback off Sean, I'm gonna take the Chiefs in the AFC West because I told y'all Patrick Mahomes gonna win MVP.
My homies.
I do feel like it's gonna be maybe a little test, but I still think they gonna dominate that division for real. I ain't even gonna lie. I do think the second best team in that division is gonna be the Chargers, but I think them boys I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna have another great year, and he's gonna take them boys to the top again. NFC West is crazy, but I agree with Sean again, man. I agree with Sean again. We talking about Seattle being at the bottom of this division.
Easy.
Who else is in this division?
So in this division, you have the Cardinals, the Rams, Seattle, and San Francisco.
I think the Rams are going to be the best team, but I think the 49ers going to steal it from them. I don't know, because their games always is super close, no matter what. And I think this is just the 49ers year. But I do think the Rams are going to end up being a better team.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so who I have winning the NFC West. So again, so if you're not familiar, there's the Cardinals, LA, San Francisco, and the Seahawks. I got LA. I think LA is still going to win the division. I do have San Francisco finishing a very close second. I think their records are going to be pretty similar. I think they're going to split the series during the season, but I think LA is going to go ahead and bring that on home. I do think
my bad,
that
the
Seahawks are the worst team and probably the worst team in the NFL. I mean, let's just be real. I think
the Seahawks are the worst team in the NFL.
Oh yeah, I think they might be the worst team in the NFL, bro. I mean,
Worse
come on,
than
man.
the
They just said
Falcons.
they're deciding between Geno Smith and Drew Lock. And he said, Pete Carroll said, I think we got 2 ones. And where? Pee Wee League, nigga? Like, no. You ain't got 2 ones. You got 2 possibilities. If we play in spades, you got 2
All
possibles.
right.
If you
we
got 2
play
possibles, only
spades.
one of them gonna walk, possibly.
No,
So
this man got nothing but face cards. He has 0 spades.
you ain't got shit, Pete.
Oh,
And
that's
we
too
know
funny.
you ain't got shit. And I feel like the Cardinals gonna come up third. But I think they're going. I think possibly they can get 3 teams in this division. But the Cardinals is like iffy to me, man. It's iffy to me. Then the one that was harder for me was the AFC West. I mean, this division is stupid. But contrary to what some of you guys believe, I think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to win this division.
What?
Yep.
Tell
Yep, I
everybody what
said
the
it.
division is so they know. In the division of.
And of course, in the division of with the Chiefs, Broncos, and the Chargers, I think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to win the division.
Why?
They've added, and here's why. They added Devontae Adams. You also have you have a very solid defense. You got Devontae Adams, and you got
Josh
one of the best
McDaniels
tight.
makes the difference.
Oh, he makes a huge difference. And then you still got what's his name, Hunter Renfrow out there getting the 3rd downs, picking up 3rd downs, 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6. He gonna work that middle of the field. Devontae Adams is the man, Mr. Everything on the outside. Then you still got one of the best tight ends in the league out there catching TDs. Where you pick your poison. You pick your poison. They're gonna have one of the best defenses in the league. I feel this team, I feel, is prime with all due health, all health good. I feel like they're primed to win the division. Now, who I feel is going to be the second best team, I feel, is probably going to be the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to probably finish second in this division. Yes, I did. I said it. I said they probably finished second. I'm not. I wasn't sure. It's really like I flip a coin between the Broncos and the Chargers. I'm almost leaning towards the Chargers. I don't know. I can flip either one of them. But the team that I got finishing last is the Chiefs. Man, the Chiefs is gonna finish dead last in this division. I understand they still got Patrick, but Patrick can't do it by himself. I'm sorry, this division is too loaded. I just got more faith in the overall teams that's in the division. I don't have a lot of faith in KC's defense. I don't have a lot of faith in the new weapons that they brought on when they had to replace Tyreek Hill.
But you got faith in the 4th best quarterback in the division?
The 4th, who you talking about? David Carr?
Derek Carr?
I'm sorry, I don't know why I say David all the time. Derek Carr is a very, very good quarterback, and I think he's going to take it to another level now that he got him a number 1 receiver for sure. Because I don't know, I mean, he had Amari Cooper for a while, then Amari left, and he still had them pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't bad, he wasn't terrible.
But he don't win football games.
Well, he got him to the playoffs last year. And he didn't even really have a number 1 receiver. He was throwing the ball to Hunter Renfrow on the tight end. The tight end was the best receiver that they had. Now you add Devontae Adams to that mix. Come on, man. And a defense.
And their defense ain't all that.
Their defense is going to be very good. It's going to be
I don't know.
With the in the kind of division, which I think is a more of a passing division, they got the defensive ends to get out after the quarterback, man. I really like the Raiders, man. I think the Raiders are going to win this division.
The Raiders win that division.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers, Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos, right?
Yep.
Correct.
That's a good division.
I know.
Okay. I mean, so I like it. I'm probably gonna go in the opposite direction and say Denver's gonna come out of there just because I want to see Russell Wilson do good. Like everybody talk about him being a square and all the stuff like that, but like I don't know how square he is. He married to Sierra, so it's got to be just intentional at this point. I just assume he playing around. But he's a really good quarterback. He finally got out of Seattle, man. And they like, you thought he was dying in Seattle, but even though he was still there, he was still putting up really good numbers. It didn't start getting bad until he hurt his finger last year. And they're like, all right, maybe it's time to kind of get some value for him because he's going just towards the end. But he's what, like 30, early 30s, mid 30s, early 30s? Early 30s. That's pretty good for a quarterback. I think Denver has everything to make the leap. I like Justin Herbert, and I really do, and I like the Chargers, man. I think the Chargers might be something special. But until the Chargers show me that they can close the season out well instead of starting it on fire, I'm going to go with Russell Wilson. I feel like while his teams might have struggled at the end of the season and things like that wasn't all on him. A lot of his teams weren't that good after the Legion of Boom started getting hurt and they started giving, those guys started leaving. So it just wasn't the same. When he had a good receiver, see what he did with just DK Metcalf. Like, just DK Metcalf is the only dude you knew, and he was out there giving people the business. So I feel like they have a good core. They have a great defense, and they were just waiting on quarterbacks. One of those situations that was kind of ready-made, like Indianapolis. Same thing in Cleveland, where they're just waiting on one quarterback. They're one quarterback away from being really good. And I think that's the situation Denver is. So I'm going to go with Russell Wilson, man. This is the first time he's supposedly had a good, complete team around him in like at least, 5 years? At least 5 seasons. Like, this is the first time in a minute. So I want to see what he's capable of doing. I think they could come out of that division. It's a tough division, but I like Denver for the simple fact that they play at Mile High. Like, if you go, it ain't the same. Like, their record, even when Denver's bad, they're usually not super terrible because you got to go to Denver. And if you don't play at a Mile High, it's tough. It's just a tough place to play, So I think Denver will be pretty good this year. And as far as that was the AFC? That was the NFC. So the AFC, that was the AFC. This is the NFC. I'm going to go with, I don't think Trey Lance is ready. I'm going to go with the Rams, man. I see the Rams running that division back. They are the best team in that division across the board. I feel like they have the best chance of coming out of that division. With as tough as it'll be, I think they have the best chance of coming out on top. As long as Matt Stafford's little elbow thing is not severe, because they talk about that being like a how much pain can you tolerate type of deal. So as long as that's not like a severe nagging injury, I feel like they have a good chance of being really good. They might have lost Von Miller, and that did hurt, but Aaron Donald is still there. And even before Von Miller, Aaron Donald was a problem. And even while Von Miller was there, Aaron Donald was a problem. So I feel like he gives you 3 good more chances at winning, and that kind of lines up with the majority of the rest of the team's kind of timeline, I guess, other than Cooper Kupp. Like, it kind of lines up with Matt Stafford, and these dudes will be towards the end. Matt'll be 3 more years because he signed a 3-year deal, right? Wasn't it a 3-year deal? So if he signed that 3-year deal, he got 3 more years. That's a 3-year window, legitimately, with somebody like that. Von Miller left, but they still had good, serviceable defensive linemen. So I think they got a chance, man. I'm curious what Jalen Ramsey's going to look like this year. I like Jalen Ramsey. I'm just curious, when does, like, his attitude overshadow his play? Hasn't done it yet. And even giving up those plays in the Super Bowl, they still won. And he still made some plays when it counted. So it's just like, I like Jalen Ramsey. I want to see where he's going to go. I feel like he got a couple years left at a good elite level for a DB, and we'll see.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, guys. It's time for America's favorite game. Who's that baller?
Joe Dumars.
That baller.
I have 2 of them. Both of them are football players. All right. I'm gonna start with the first.
Young.
So,
Willie Beeman.
This baller played from 1997 to 2008.
Yao Ming.
1997 to 2008. All right. His best season, he rushed for 1,400 yards.
Oh, this is football.
Yes. These are football players.
Oh,
Both of them are. So his best season, he rushed for 1,400 yards, 3 TDs.
Rudy.
All right. He's rushed for, in his entire career, he's rushed for over 10,000 yards. To exactly, he had 10,967 yards rushing.
Okay.
A total of 49 TDs. Okay.
How many play for?
How many teams did he play for?
Yeah.
He played for 2.
Super Bowls.
Curtis.
Okay, let me get through it first, guys. Damn, let me get this.
That counts if it's wrong.
Okay, so
Cedric
he won
This nigga
in 1997. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, and he's also won a Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Who am I?
97 Rookie of the Year.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You said 3-time Pro Bowler?
He's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
When was his last year?
His last year was in 2008.
Hold on.
Jerome Bettis.
No.
97. Hold on. He from the U though. He from the U though.
Willie McGinnis.
No, rushing, nigga. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm about to say wrong position.
Willis McGahee. Is it McGahee?
That's what you was
McGahee,
thinking.
that's what he was going for. No.
Willis
No, but
okay.
that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about saying he played for the Redskins. Damn.
Are you searching for Clinton Porter, sir?
Portis.
No.
I knew he was about to say that.
No.
97, 2008.
He's rushed for over 10,000 yards in his career. 49 touchdowns.
Damn, if I say that,
3-time Pro Bowler.
He was in the league longer than that.
And yes, he does have a Super Bowl.
Mm.
All right. I wish I would have had that hint before.
That nugget beforehand.
Yeah.
Still got one more guess.
Mm-hmm.
He has 1 Super Bowl ring.
Yes, and he was a first-round pick. He was the number 12 overall pick in 1997.
Oh, you giving out all the juicy details.
John, you should have this, man. We used to record the draft.
That season, the first person, I'm like, that's Charles Woodson season, but that's not offense. So I know he was probably went to Florida State if it's around that time.
Well, Charles Woodson, he was in the 98 draft.
Yeah. They won in 97. He played for 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Last one. Nah, I don't think he stayed.
He's more well known for being on 1 team, but he was on 2 teams.
Okay.
I almost want to say.
Dang, nah, the year they won, he was a rookie. Fuck.
I almost want to say Sean.
Come on, y'all. This dude is well known.
Son, you is on my shoulder, dog.
That's what I want to almost say, man. You said his best year was what? But Sean Alexander had like 20
I'm stuck with a W in my brain.
His best year, I'll even give you the year it was. His best year was 2005. 2005 was his best year.
It's not Sean Alexander.
He rushed 280 times. He ran for 1,416 yards. He had 3 TDs. Rush.
Only 3 TDs though.
Is off of the yards or off of the TDs?
Say that what? Off the yards.
What are you? You going off the yards?
Mm-hmm. Off the
It's
yards.
not Sean Alexander because
God,
Alexander's best year was like 06 or 07 because the next year he was on the cover of Madden.
Yeah, around then. Yeah, that was around then.
I'm gonna have to come up with a beat for this while y'all guessing. Be like,
all right, 97.
97 and 2008.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, didn't Sean Alexander play to like 2010?
Work done.
Say that again.
Work done.
You are correct, my player.
Damn.
You are
Fucking
correct.
Atlanta
Work
Falcons.
done is the answer. Guys, I even gave y'all he won a Walter Payton Man of the Year. Y'all forgot about that part.
Nah, I
Come
do
on.
remember
Think about that shit.
for his mama.
Yeah, but it's work done. He played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and he also played for the Atlanta Falcons.
I remember him more with the Falcons. Damn, he was on that Buccaneers team that won the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Moving on. I got another ball. So this baller is he nice. He nice. I'm just
Football or
say it right
basketball,
now.
bro?
Football. He is a wide receiver. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. This wide receiver. This wide receiver is a Super Bowl champion.
Okay.
He is also he was also the NFL Rookie of the Year in 2003. He also is a Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner. He is a 3-time Pro Bowler. Throughout his career, he has in receiving yards, he has 13,000 yards receiving, 82 touchdowns, 1,076 receptions. All right. His best year, as far as yards and touchdowns combined, he caught 1,400 yards and he caught 7 TDs in the same season. All right. Also,
go ahead. Let me let you finish.
Also, his per game, he averaged 100 yards receiving per game that season.
Dang.
Who am I? He played from 2003 to 2016. He played for multiple teams. He actually played for
Super Bowl champion.
He is also a Super Bowl champion. And he's played, I'll give you this one too. He's played in multiple Super Bowls.
Mm.
Who
2003 to what?
To 2016.
He was the offensive rookie of the year.
Yep, in 2003.
2003, let's see.
2003.
2016 Super Bowl champion.
Played in multiples.
To 2000.
Super Bowl. Dang, it ain't him. Dang, it ain't him.
He didn't win them though, but he played them, right?
He's a Super Bowl champion.
He won one.
He won
Who
one.
he winning with? Who he winning with?
No, you can't tell us that.
Oh.
This nigga player trying to sneak one in there. Nigga dirty.
What's so bad about that? I figured that was a good one. Like who he won it with, that'll help me out a lot.
Okay.
In the quest of figuring out who this is.
You said
he played for 4 teams?
He played for 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently this is 5.
Oh, 5
for
teams.
5 teams. Mm-hmm.
Was he ever the man on the team?
Oh yeah. He was the
Was
man.
it his team?
How many yards he got again?
For his career, he's caught for 13,779 yards. He has over 1,000 receptions. He has 82 touchdowns. Who am I? 3 Pro Bowls. Walter Payton Man of the Year. NFL Rookie of the Year. Super Bowl champion.
Anquan Bolden.
Correct. Anquan Bolden is the answer.
But yeah, man.
He won Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2015. He went to the Pro Bowl in 2003, 6, and 8. He also is the national champion as well, if y'all didn't know.
I had to think about that. My boy did win Rookie of the Year, dog. That nigga was going off. He was going off. I like Anquan Bolden, man. Him and Steve Smith was like the same kind of receiver, bro.
Yes. And if you didn't know, he's actually in yards. He's actually 14th on all-time receiving yards. He is just behind Chris Carter, who's in the Hall of Fame, James Lofton, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison, Steve Smith, Tim Brown. Tony Gonzalez is 6th on this list. He's the highest in tight ends, by the way. Isaac Bruce, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald, and Jerry Rice.
Quick question. Speaking of Chris Carter, does Chris Carter have the best hands ever?
Ooh, I think that is a good question. Does he have? I'll say
Carter hand.
I'll say he.
Hands.
I'll say he does. I would venture to say he does.
I ain't gonna lie to say he catch everything.
Yes, he does, and he did it 2 ways.
I don't know. I would try to say Antonio Brown though, for real.
What? The best hands?
The best hands?
Man, that's kind of close to me, man.
I ain't gonna lie. AB do got some hands now.
Got some hands.
I can't lie. AB got some hands. Randy Moss got some hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, Chris Carter, man, he got some oven mitts, bro. He be like, he be doing the exercises with his fingers where he bending it all the way back. I ain't doing all that. He was nuts with it. And them sideline catches that he should not have been catching when you almost on the damn ground. Like, yeah, I would venture to say he does. He might have the best hands.
Could be, possibly.
And when he was playing, the stick him on the gloves wasn't like that. And he would do it. What'd you say? Cheating.
Chris Carter didn't wear gloves, did he?
He did towards the end of his career. He did. Yeah, he wore them towards the end of his career. He did. Yeah, with them Vikings, he definitely wore them. That's it. Then that's a for sure right on. Thank y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, subscribe. Again, if you want to join the fantasy, it's $25. Let me know. Hit us up. I got the email down below. Continue to like, share, subscribe, share with a friend, uncle, cousin, whoever. If they like sports and they like trivia, fuck with us. I'll let y'all till next week. Peace.
Peace.